snowboarders of the internet. I'm your host, Avran LeFeber, and this is Top 5s, the only weekly Top 5 show in snowboarding that you're watching, or you're not. I don't know what you people do. Anyways, in this episode, we're going to be talking about the top 5 women's beginner boards for 2022-2023. That's right, we all start somewhere, and these boards are going to help you progress into an intermediate level rider. Number 5, the Rossignol Soulside, with a 30% camber between the feet and then 70% rocker in the tips. You've got this tiny little camber zone that's going to teach you how to just learn to load it up while you've got this huge rocker zone in the tip and the tail. This is just going to make it easy for you learning how to turn, not hooking up. You're not going to have to worry about it. It is one of the softest boards on this list, but I like the fact that it's got that 30% camber in there just to kind of teach you how to load that up. As you progress, you're going to realize you probably want more camber than a full reverse cambered board. Trust me on this. Reverse camber will create some bad habits for you in the future, but if you can learn on something that's slowly progressing towards camber dominant, you will become a stronger rider. Number 4, the Rome Royal. This flat to rocker profile will give you stability where the flat is, but you're going to get that ease of entry from the rocker, as well as nice sweet spots to learn how to press. It's a true twin board, so if you end up going backwards, aka switch, you don't have to worry about it as you're starting out. What's nice is it does have bamboo rods in the tip and the tail, so when you do finally learn how to load the board and engage it, you're going to get a little more snap out of it. What's nice is if you're coming from a skateboarding background, this will feel like riding a skateboard too. It's just going to be easier to initiate and steer right underfoot. Number 3, the K2 First Light. This flat to rocker profile has a longer flat section in it, so you're going to get more stability. While you still have that minimal rocker in the nose and tail, which is going to give you ease of entry in and out of turns, it's not so aggressive that it's going to create death flap back underfoot and make the board a little bit chattery. Now, one of the things that most people don't talk about is how dialed K2's side cuts are. This is a great board for learning how to carve on because of the multi-radius side cuts in there. It's just going to lock in, and you're going to be able to learn how to drive that board off your back foot through the tail to give you that power, but it's not going to be so domineering that it's going to be hooky or you're going to have to bring your A game to it. You can slowly edge your way into it to learn what you need to do with it. And as you progress, it's also not going to hold you back. Number 2, the Yes Basic Women's. This cam rocker board is a good entryway into learning how to ride a more camber dominant board. So it's going to give you better riding habits because you're going to learn how to put that downward pressure into that camber section to get the edge to engage, to get it to load up, to snap. But you still have that rocker in the tip and the tail, which is going to make it a little less hooky and a little more catch free, as well as teach you how to roll back and forth from your nose to your tail and learn how to get up on it for buttering and jibbing, as well as just like spinning around if you need to. You do get that underbite side cut right at the insert pack, which is going to give you added edge grip as well and help you with that ankle steering. Overall, great board for just progressing on that won't hold you back. Honorable mentions, all great options, but just barely didn't crack the top 5 of this list. The Roxy Dawn, the GNU Gloss, the Solomon Lotus. As I said, all great options, but just barely didn't crack the top 5 of this list. And the number 1 beginner women's board for 2022-2023 is the Ride Heartbreaker. Now, what I like about this board is that it's got a bigger camber section to it, even though it is a twin cam rocker, so you do have that rocker in the tip and the tail. But that camber dominance is going to help you establish baseline skills that you will take as you progress as a rider. Just all that camber in there. This is the most aggressive board on this list, so if you're only going to go like 2 or 3 days a year, you probably don't need this. But if you're one of those people that's like, I'm going to start dedicating some serious time to this and I expect to exponentially grow as a snowboarder, then yeah, you should be looking at this because this will help you establish those core fundamentals so that you'll be able to progress, and this board won't hold you back. The other thing is you get that quadratic side cut on this board. That is a more aggressive side cut. It grips better, it rips harder, but when you're starting out, it can be a little more hooky, so you have to be aware of that. There are some downsides. to this board, but the upsides are in the long run, you become a stronger snowboarder. So just think of it as a harder learning curve, but worth it in the long run. This has been my top 5 list of beginners women's snowboards for 2022-2023. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you own one? Are you going to buy one? Leave me a comment down below. Let's have a conversation about this list, because I'm sure some man is already down there trying to mansplain to me that I was mansplaining to you, but I wasn't mansplaining to you. I'm just trying to make you a better snowboarder. Anyways, if you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the videos we got coming out for all you snowboarders of the internet. And if you really like what we're doing over here and you want to support us further, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. Sure, I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. As always, I've been your host, Avran LeFeber, and well, I've got to continue to be your host because no one else is stepping up to give you ladies' top 5 lists, and I'll see you in another video.